So here is the best news about the progress being made here in Northeast Florida with the STEM education revolution. Educators, the business community, and the STEM2 Hub have all realized that we have an urgent need to educate our young people in a completely different way, with a completely different approach.
When I look at where we were in Northeast Florida 5 years ago, there was barely a robot here. Nobody was infusing computer science and coding into the school day. And there were not a lot of opportunities to explore things that are on the cutting edge of where technology is going. We weren't talking about things like autonomous vehicles or artificial intelligence or mixed and virtual reality. But now, not only is there a great awareness of what's happening across our communities and our schools, but people are proactively seeking it out and looking to find out, how can I get more of this? How can I give kids more opportunities to engage in these somewhat futuristic things that are really right around the corner?
We have got to get it in a part where it's embedded into our curriculum every single day. Do we have children that can problem solve? Can they synthesize multiple literary elements? Do they understand the scientific method and really diving into the scientific approaches with inquiry-based learning projects? Can we see that that's not only taking place in the junior high school and the high school, but do we see it happening in kindergarten classrooms and second grade classrooms and fifth grade classrooms, where it's a systemic culture from K to 12?
You have to be curious, have a curious mind, and I think we have a lot of children that have that ability, and today they're just more influenced by greater technology than we were exposed to as children. But I think that's part of it, and we talk about the robotics program, right? Giving them those items and letting them take it apart and giving them the environment where it's okay to take it apart. It's okay to be creative and be inquisitive, and then they get to put it back together and they get to see it work.
And this approach is gaining momentum and attracting a lot of eyes. Crucial partnerships have begun to form here that are helping change the landscape.
I mean, we're seeing, some of the global leaders in technology come sit at the table with us. I mean, we have Microsoft sitting at the table with us. We have Lego Education sitting at the table with us. And what some people may look at as the global leader in academics, MIT is part of our solution now too. So the partnerships are real and they're growing every day.
One of those partnerships key for moving all of this forward is between the STEM2 Hub, Code.org, and the University of North Florida, all working together to help get teachers the training they need.
The relationship we have with Code.org is to train teachers on how to teach the K-12 coding curriculum, which is adherent to the standards of Florida, and to help teach teachers how to teach computer science. 2 years ago, 17 high schools in Duval County, only one high school was teaching computer science. This year, all high schools are teaching computer science. That partnership with Code.org helped us to train the teachers to be able to put it into the curriculum in all the high schools in Duval County.
Thanks to the partnership with Code.org, I would say close to 800 teachers have been trained to introduce coding to kids. And that translates into tens of thousands of students who have now been introduced to computer science and coding.
We have Code.org training for middle school, high school, and elementary school teachers. They come in and learn how to teach coding to their students. We also have hacking STEM lessons that are super cool, where we bring in teachers and teach them how to integrate computers and robotics into regular science classrooms.
And one of the reasons it's called hacking STEM is because we are hacking current curriculum. We are not changing what teachers are teaching in the classroom. We are changing the tools that teachers are using. So Excel becomes a tool for data science, hands-on learning, and all those core skills are introduced.
In Northeast Florida, we're so lucky to have STEM2 Hub here to support us. There are so many things that we would not be able to do without them, not just partnering with Code.org and Microsoft and bringing resources and tools to our students that we can never secure funding for on our own. They've brought so much professional development to so many teachers here that it just doesn't exist anywhere else.
And one of the very exciting things that's happening here through the University of North Florida is our pre-service teachers are getting the opportunity to learn how to code and how to build a robot before they graduate and before they start teaching. So while we're working on workforce development for our teachers, we're also making the foundational skills of the new teachers stronger.